we have updates for the upcoming Power Rangers reboot. Jacob, I know you love Power Rangers. It was one of your things growing up, right, as a kid.
Well, it was the thing. Like, all right, let's say Star Wars was the thing, no matter what.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's everyone's thing. But you know, Star Wars aside, Power Rangers was my jam.
Mm-hmm. So, check this out. According to Collider, their exclusive report, Power Rangers is changing the reboot, the name of the reboot, and they're gonna call it Saban's Power Rangers. What do you think about that? What do you think about that first?
All right, so I'm sitting at home the other day. I don't know where I was, but Gio texted me. Power Rangers name officially announced. I'm like, what? Isn't it just called Power Rangers? Nope. Saban's Power Rangers. For those of you who don't know, I don't know his first name, but Saban is his last name. Yeah, who cares? He is the guy who originally bought the property. He bought the property. There was a bunch of I don't know if it was Chinese. It was some type of Asian TV shows where the Power Rangers in the costumes were fighting the monsters. So all the footage of the action scenes from the original show are from Chinese shows. And what he did, he bought the footage and then shot the scenes with the high school kids at the high school, and then all the other footage with them fighting the monsters was from the Asian shows. So that's how Saban created Power Rangers, and he deserves a lot of credit. They were what was more successful among kids in the United States than Power Rangers. I'm sure, even though it wasn't your favorite thing, I'm sure it was around you everywhere.
Yeah, definitely.
So Power Rangers is a huge deal to a lot of people, including myself. And why do you have to put your name on it like that? Nobody cares. And I know it's not going to change whether the movie's going to be good or not, but it makes me question who's making the decisions here. Is this a George Lucas situation with the prequels where Saban has control over everything, and unless he clears something, it's not okay? That's what worries me. If this guy is dumb enough to put his name on the title, what type of dumb decisions is he going to make for the movie? And this hits home for me, so it really makes me upset. So I'm curious to hear what you think of it, Gio. Somebody who Power Rangers wasn't such a big part of your childhood.
Right. I'm not that much invested in Power Rangers, but this move right here is like, it tells me this guy is selfish. You know, what good is this gonna do to your movie by putting your name on it? Nobody knows who you are. You know, you don't see George Lucas putting his name on the Star Wars films. You don't see Stan Lee putting his name on the Marvel films. Quentin Tarantino, who's a writer and director, he writes and directs his own movies. You don't see him putting Quentin Tarantino's The Kill Bill or Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious Bastards. Now, the films may market his name, but that's because he's Quentin Tarantino.
That's different, though.
Yeah. I mean, like...
You know, I was almost going to... When you first text me, I was almost going to compare it to Marvel. Mm-hmm. But they don't even... Like, Marvel's The Avengers, you know? Right. But that's different, because that's the company.
Yeah.
That's like... If you know, they could put Lionsgate's Power Rangers, but it wouldn't even be in the official title. Like, is this in the official title? Like, when you go buy a ticket, the ticket's going to say Saban's Power Rangers on it?
It's just going to say Saban's and then half a power, and then the ticket's going to cut off the other title.
That really upsets me.
Oh, man.
It shouldn't, but it lowers my anticipation for the movie.
Yeah, because if this guy wants this much control just over the title, can you imagine the movie? Like, you know, he looks over the scripts and he probably gets final pass. And
I can't believe, because unknowingly he was a childhood hero of mine. The guy who brought the Power Rangers to the United States and, you know, made him such a phenomenon. Mm-hmm. I don't know who he was back then, but that's how I said unknowingly. But it's crazy to think now I look at this guy as an idiot. Also, because when that that short film went around of like the badass dark rated R Power Rangers. What's the guy's name? Ari something. Anyways, it was about 6 months ago that most of you, especially Power Rangers, will know what I'm talking about. That short, and it was badass. I'm not gonna don't get me wrong, but it's not exactly what I want from my Power Rangers movie. But I want that type of edge to it. I would have liked to seen something like that. And this Saban guy forces everyone to take it down, get it taken down, and he's like, he gets offended by it. And why? It only helps your movie. It gets people aware that the Power Rangers exist and reminds people of the Power Rangers. And you're having sites take it down, like
That's
you're
free
really that
advertisement.
arrogant.
Yeah.
Like, wow. And it tells me that his Power Rangers are going to be the furthest thing from that. I've always said you can do a lot of cool things with Power Rangers with today's special effects. And didn't the budget come with this news as well?
Yeah, $35 million.
Which that sounds about right for this movie, because you don't want to go 80 or 100 because that you're running the risk. I could see it doing 80 domestically and then like 220 worldwide with on a $35 million budget. That's a success right there. That's great. So I think the movie's going to succeed, but I'm just worried about the quality of the film because this movie means a lot to me, and I'm not excited for it anymore, really.
Wow. Woo! Well, you heard it here first, guys. Let us know what you think in the comments about this Power Rangers title name. You can check out the article I wrote on the site. It's pretty similar to how we feel about it. So, yeah, check it out.